Your clarity has brought about a major shift. It's broke the code to which the narcissist does not know the combination. The clarity of your awakening, now that you're educating yourself, raising your vibration, learning what your boundaries truly mean, learning that a boundary is not to be mean. A boundary is clarity in and of itself. A boundary, a healthy boundary, and being aware of what that boundary really symbolizes and stands for, meaning I will or I won't do what I damn well please, and I don't need anyone's consent to do it, but with an ethical approach to life, with the fear of God and a healthy understanding that that boundary that is in place will not be moved, will not be compromised, and there's no negotiations. Now, these are unspoken boundaries, by the way. This is what clarity brings you. It brings you to a point where you have unspoken boundaries because you're aware of what those boundaries are. Because a lot of times when you think about a boundary, it's all about what we won't and will let someone physically do or even say to us. But it goes way beyond that. That boundary goes to the point of just something as simple as not allowing yourself to compromise who you are to facilitate somebody else's foolishness. Not to entertain foolishness in certain settings, not to allow someone to invade your space with toxicity and conversations that you don't support. Learning how to bob and weave without giving them the memo. That is silent boundaries established in your life. And you will see that that clarity has broke the code. It has broke the code that narcissists were counting on you never ever finding out that the clarity is what would actually shake the foundations of their little house of cards. And so now they have to go within. They have to do the same thing you're doing as an empath, but the difference is they won't go within. And this is when they have that collapse. That collapse is so catastrophic. It is almost like having, if you've ever been stuck in some place or in a compromising position and you had to kind of ask someone to help pull something off of you, or just something as simple as getting stuck between a couch and needing them to move something to release it so you could get yourself out of it. This is how they're feeling on a constant, because you were their ventilator, you were their life support, their seeing eye dog, you were their crutch, their spare tire. See, when you take away all that from someone who has built their whole life around using other people to remain relevant, to remain valid. And this is why they constantly need to be around people, because one person cannot fulfill that task, because they need this constantly. They need the validation to know that they matter in a way that you and I already understand that we matter. We matter to ourselves. A narcissist cannot be by themselves and be okay with that. And that is a fortunate thing for us, because even when the narcissist pretended to leave us, discard us, that truly was our blessing, and it was their curse, because when we got that space between them and ourselves, we utilized it in a very meaningful way. we got the clarity we needed to understand that, wow, they're not even around and I'm still making progress. I'm making more progress than I was when they were around me. And that was the problem. So let them tell it. But this does not add up. So now you're realizing with the clarity you have that, wow, I'm struggling, but I'm struggling by myself, making more progress than I was when I was struggling with them. And it may not be something financial. It is just being able to move and continually to progress in mind, spirit, body, and soul. You can just see yourself coming back to you. And it's a really good feeling. And this is just not the one that you were involved with intimately, romantically, married to, dating, whatever. This goes beyond that. This could be you detaching or getting discarded by a coworker, a job, family members, and different things like that. When you get that space that you didn't even realize you needed, it pays dividends. As opposed to the narcissist, it backfires in their face because now that's one less supply. That's one less source that they can draw from. And in their mind, I mean, they don't care. In their mind, they're like, oh, I'll find somebody else or somebody else will replace them. Or I got 5 or 6 people that'll give me on reserve. I got on reserve. But what they don't realize is that you were a vital component to what propped them up and kept them in the game of life. And the bigger thing is when you and them get that distance, you don't come running back or crawling back. And that further asserts to them that you don't need them and they needed you more than you needed them. And when that reality begins to hit and they go trying to scrounge around for someone to replace the space that you used to take up, they now find out that that is not going to be easily done. And this is more so when reality continues to hit them and that collapse just compiles on top of collapse. And this is when they're forever thinking about you in a way that they didn't realize they would. You know, I thought about, we wake up on a daily, we go through life. We know that there will be challenges. We know that there will be ups and downs. There will be setbacks. There will be accomplishment. Task not finished, task accomplished. But what we have to understand on top of that, now that we're awakened and aware that these demons exist among us in human form, that deliberately go about to and fro to try to destroy people's lives, healthy people. We have to add that on top of just getting out of bed, going to do our daily grind. And so having a faith in God as I do, and I hope that you do, this helps tremendously to alleviate the mental stresses of, wow, if it wasn't enough to get up every day having to just deal with life as life is, which I was okay with that. Now I have to deal with contending with vultures, snakes, parasites of all type, trying to, leech off of me, trying to contaminate my life, either from afar or up close and personal. Because understand this, demons who walk among us in human form, they have a mission, and their mission is one thing, is to destroy healthy, holy, spiritual souls. They don't want you here. They believe in the entitlement mind that they are everything that exists and should exist, and you shouldn't. And they see how you flourish. They see how you live your life. They see how you live, walk, and breathe, as opposed to how they're breathing. They can't be grateful for the breath and the life and the air that we all have at our disposal. They can't just be okay with just waking up every day and being grateful for the life they have, the breath that they breathe, the air that they breathe. They're so busy watching people who are breathing without even trying, that have a natural flow in life. The envy, the jealousy, that is the sickness. We can celebrate for people that are doing well in life. A narcissist can't. And so understanding this, the clarity that you have now, you also equally have to be aware that these individuals do exist and just not exist. They're coming for you. They are fixated on you. They are observing you from afar and up close. So likewise, I would like for you guys to understand that you have to wake up daily, not only living your life as an individual, but you definitely have to be concerned and stay aware of these entities and how they exist among us. Because they'll look for any and every opportunity they can to destroy. That being said, bless.